Surprise, it's me. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with Tom. He was just up late last night talking to Britsburg Owen about Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's a bit tired. If you've not seen that interview, you should check it out. They definitely both know what they're talking about. So I'm in charge. But don't worry, I did get this video from Tom showing that he fully endorses this and agrees with everything I say. Today, in honour of the London Games, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 British foods. Before we get started, what do you think of my background music? No more awkward silences for me. I always wanted to have a bit of music that was associated with my bit of the show. I always thought Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. Or Enter Sandman by Metallica. Or Something Cool by Thunder. But thanks to YouTube copyright law, I'm stuck with this. I keep expecting to hear somebody say, "Your call is important to us." Anyway, before we carry on, what's that thing that Tom always says? Hit it like the Hulk and spike it like that vampire from Buffy. Not Angel, although he was in Angel. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, top 5 foods. So let's get started. Number 5. Ah, see, that's what I'm going to do. I knew I'd find a tenuous link to the NFL somehow. The top 5 countdown numbers are all going to be NFL quarterbacks. Genius. This is Teddy Bridgewater. He's in the spotlight at the moment. Good luck to him. Just keep passing it to Hill and Waddle and you can't go wrong. So first up is jellied eels, which is a traditional meal, particularly with the Cockneys down the pub. I'll be honest with you, I've never tried them. They sound disgusting and I probably won't ever try them. We have to mention them because it's a London speciality. If you get a chance, try them because loads of people do really like them. Number 4, Derek Carr. I hope these numbers are right, you know. I can imagine Tom saying, Derek Carr's not played number 4 since he was in college. I'm actually pretty confident about this one because he's got his Raiders shirt on. Number 4 is haggis, which is a traditional dish of Scotland. It's described as liver, heart and lungs of a sheep, minced and mixed with beef and mutton, all served in a sheep's stomach. Ugh. It is absolutely delicious. What I would say to you is don't think about what it is and just have a taste of it. It's like a sort of spicy mince and it's really, really nice. They serve haggis, neeps and tatties, which is the spicy mince, some mashed potato, and neeps is turnip, which is actually mashed swede. I don't know the difference between a swede and a turnip. Turnip's sort of white and swede is sort of orangey colour. But it's the orangey coloured one that we always have whenever we have haggis, neeps and tatties. It's quality. On a side note, if you're having some haggis, try and have some Iron Brew with it. It's a Scottish soft drink, which apparently is made in Scotland from girders. It's a really nice sweet taste, but it's absolutely lovely. Number 3. Well, hey, Broncos country, let's ride. Didn't do much riding on Thursday night for me though. Broncos country, let's kick another field goal. Thanks, Russell. Number 3 food is much better though. It's fish and chips. So that's usually cod, deep fried in batter, proper chunky chips, not French fries, and then normally served with mushy peas, which are kind of peas in a weird green sauce. I'm not a big fan of mushy peas, I prefer gravy myself. But what I do like is a battered sausage, which is sausage deep fried in batter, as a side order. Lovely to dip in your gravy. Or your mushy peas, I suppose. Definitely best eaten by the seaside. For some reason, they always taste better when you're by the sea. I'm quite enjoying this. Could be my audition for a BBC travel show where I get paid to go all over the world. I could be the next Judith Chalmers. Before we go any further, some real NFL stuff. Tom's going to preview the Sunday game between the Packers and the Giants.
So the NFL is back in London this weekend for a second consecutive week as the Packers, who visit the UK for the first time, face off against the Giants at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Remember guys, it's a 2:30pm British Summer Time kickoff, which is a 9:30am Eastern kickoff, so make sure you leave yourself enough time to get in those sausage and egg McMuffins. This week's game sees 2 teams with winning records face off for the first time ever in London. The Packers, led by star quarterback Rodgers, currently sit second in the NFC North, after 3 consecutive wins over the Bears, Bucks and Patriots. After the team lost Rodgers' favourite target, Devontae Adams, to the Raiders, he's clearly struggled to find the rhythm with his new wide receivers. However, the team has a solid defence and are certainly going to be in the reckoning come playoff time in January. The 3-1 New York Giants, led by new head coach Brian Daboll, have been a surprise team this year, with their only defeat coming at the hands of the Cowboys. New York fans will be happy to hear that starting quarterback Daniel Jones has been declared fit to play this weekend, and will be hoping that running back Saquon Barkley can continue his excellent start to the season. It's sure to be an amazing atmosphere this weekend, with 2 of the most well-supported teams in the UK facing off. Let's hope that the game lives up to the hype. And now back to you, Michael Palin.
Cheers, Tom. I'll take that. Anyway, back to the countdown. Number 2. To be honest with you, I had to Google this one, but it turns out Matt Ryan is the guy I should have put the money on Thursday night. Thanks, Russell. So the number 2 food is Yorkshire pudding. I'm slightly biased here because I live in Yorkshire, but I absolutely love Yorkshire puddings. They're the same mixture as pancake, but you put them in the oven and they rise and they look amazing. Traditionally served with a British Sunday roast, which is normally beef or lamb or chicken, with roast potatoes and veg. There was a craze in the 90s where they had giant Yorkshire puddings and all the meat and veg went inside the Yorkshire. I'm happy to do that. To be honest, I'm happy to eat them any way they come. I love Yorkshire puddings. And finally, dun dun dun, number 1, it's your boy Tua. I know we've already had a Dolphin and we probably should have had Kyler Murray, but I thought we'd definitely put Tua on and wish him all the best and hope he gets well soon. And the number 1 food is Cornish pasty from Cornwall. It's like a D-shaped pasty with minced beef or steak with sliced swede or potato. There's swede again. Apparently in Cornwall they call it turnip. They are amazing, and thanks to a company called Ginsters, you can get one pretty much anywhere in the UK at any service station. The Ginsters ones aren't terrible, but I much prefer the ones you get while you're in Cornwall. When we're on holiday in Cornwall, I always have at least 1 a day, usually 2 or 3. So that was the top 5 British foods. Now I have to look at the weekly scoreboard, which isn't fantastic reading. It's a perfect example of a little knowledge is a bad thing. You speak to somebody like Mark who actually knows what he's talking about, and you start thinking maybe you can make the same sort of decisions. I used to pick who was going to win on colour of shirts and things like that. Maybe I need to go back to that because I did win it last year. Here's next week's predictions. As you can see, good old Russell and the Broncos country let me down on Thursday, so wish me luck for the rest of the week. So don't worry, Tom will be back next week unless Ness becomes so popular on YouTube that she takes over. Don't forget, hit it like Henry, spike it like Gronk, or the vampire from Buffy, you choose. And I hope you all enjoy the London games. See you next week.